Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your midweek cruise news update. And Celebrity Cruises made a surprising announcement. You may want to be careful about what you post on social media because the cruise lines are watching. And we have a cruiser that lost their iPhone on a cruise ship 2 months ago, and there may be a scavenger hunt to find it. So cruise story number one, and this is a surprise announcement by Celebrity Cruises, as they've announced they're selling 2 of their Expedition cruise ships, the Celebrity Expedition and the Celebrity Exploration, to Lindblad Expeditions. So the Celebrity Expedition and the Exploration hold 48 passengers and 16 passengers, and they're built for sailing the Galapagos Islands. This only leaves the Celebrity Flora left that holds 100 passengers and is one of their newer expedition ships to sail the Galapagos. And you have to wonder, will that ship be next to be sold off? I really believe cruise lines are continuing to find ways to streamline their business. Let's face it, we saw what Carnival's doing with P&O Australia, basically taking them over. There is no more P&O Australia anymore as cost-cutting moves. They're billions and billions of dollars in debt still from the pandemic. Yes, they're busy. Yes, the cruise ships are full. But unfortunately, they are years away from paying off this debt, and I think they're still looking for ways to streamline their business. What do you guys think? Have you ever been on a Lindblad Expedition cruise ship? Now, if you don't know anything about them, they're really like the leaders in that market. They've been around for years. And if you've ever seen any Expedition cruise ships that say National Geographic on them, that's them. They have a nice partnership with them. And I have to tell you, personally for me, one of my bucket lists is going with them to Antarctica. Just something I would absolutely love to do. So what do you guys think about this announcement? And have you ever been on an expedition type cruise? Let me know. So cruise story number 2, and you need to be careful about what you post on social media because the cruise lines, they're watching. So in 2 separate incidences this week, Carnival Cruise Lines has announced they banned 2 cruisers for life from their cruise line because of what they posted on social media. The first one was a young lady, and she was giving an instructional video on how to steal bottled water from your cruise cabin on Carnival and not get caught. Here's the video. Obviously, she received a lot of feedback in the comments on her TikTok video. Someone sent it to John Hill, the brand ambassador for Carnival Cruise Line. She tried to play it off like it was just a joke. Well, Carnival Cruise Line didn't think it was funny, and John Hill announced that she has been banned for life from the cruise line. And then the second incident, and this one was wild to me, is someone reached out to John Hill directly and basically said, or was bragging, that they've been on 30 cruises with Carnival. And in each cruise that they've been on, they hand their cabin attendant a $50 tip and they give them an ashtray. And they smoke on their balcony on 30 cruises. Well, John Hill said because of that advice, trying to circumvent the system, they have banned him also for life from Carnival Cruise Line. 30 cruises, all that loyalty down the drain because of trying to circumvent the system. Now, John Hill was skeptical about this. He said, I have a hard time believing that a cabin attendant would lose their job over a $50 tip. He just didn't see that that would be accurate. And he once again told people, if you see people smoking on their balconies, look, you're not being a tattletale. Please call down to guest services and we'll handle it. Now, going back to the young lady, I did a short on this, just a quick little short. And I have to say, I was shocked at how many people responded and didn't think this was stealing. And I'm going to tell you this, it's 100% stealing. You're wrong. And it's also really unsanitary and gross. Imagine if she drank out of that bottled water from her mouth, refilled it, resealed it back, and you were the one drinking out of it. Would you want her kicked off the cruise line? I bet you would, and so would I. I think Carnival Cruise Line did an absolute wonderful job doing these two things, and I think you have to be careful about some of the bad advice that's posted out there. It's just not good, and I'm really happy to see Carnival taking care of it and taking action. What do you guys think? So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video, as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing, as we're inching closer and closer to that 100,000 subscriber goal by the time we go on our Alaskan cruise at the end of August. If you could help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So this is a fun story, as someone posted on Reddit they lost their iPhone on the Sun Princess a couple months ago. Well, they said it's connected to their iCloud and gives off a low energy ping every now and then. And recently it showed it was out in the Mediterranean. So this post is started to blow up, take a life of its own. I think it's been shared a couple hundred times in 2 days, 130, 140 comments, a bunch of likes. And people are saying, hey, let's have a scavenger hunt. People that have worked for Princess Cruises are like, how can I help you find it? So it's a pretty fun story. Not everything that we report has to be so serious, and I thought you guys would like this. So I'm going to post the link in my description so you can check it out. And if you're going on the Sun Princess anytime soon, you can be part of this, finding this phone, or a part of this scavenger hunt. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support, and until I talk to you soon, happy cruising.